guys, it's Lady Rhinosauro here, and welcome back to more Persona 4 Arena. So last time on Persona 4 Arena, we finished up Chie's story.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. This place
And so now we're gonna move on to Yukiko.
I wish you good luck.
So yeah, nothing else to say except that I think it's still on hard mode because I didn't change anything. So
Here.
oh, lovely, stupid goddamn controller. Now it wants to die on me. It's like ugh. Okay, hold on. I got to find myself. That's PS3 controller. Ha. Okay. Now I got a controller. Okay.
Yuki-chan, are you okay? Do you need any help?
Huh? No, it's okay. I want to do this by myself.
Are you sure? If you need a hand, don't hesitate to ask.
I smile back at our waitress, Kasai-san, and concentrate once again on slicing the carrot on the cutting board in front of me. It's pretty tough to cut. I am Yukiko Amagi. I am the only daughter of the Amagi Inn. Some people here call the inn a famous local landmark, but to be honest, that description doesn't really register with me. Honestly, I think people only see it that way because this place just happens to be a countryside town without any other standout places of interest. I'm getting training from Amagi Inn's staff, but the food I'm cooking right now isn't to help out at the inn. Actually, my cooking is, well, not so great. There's no way anything I cooked would be served at the inn.
Good evening. This is the Evening Journal with news for May 2nd. Our top story is on the domestic airline that was hijacked yesterday.
Okay, that airline has to be like some sort of story-orientated, like something. Like seriously, this is like out of every single story that we played, this is shown up. So I wonder if it has to do with like Mitsuru, Akihiko, and Aigis or any of that. So, oh, maybe. Won't know, and yeah, won't know. Momentarily turning her attention away from listening to the TV in one of the guest rooms, Kasai-san speaks to me.
Oh my, look at the time. Yuki-chan, don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Thank you.
The latter half of Golden Week starts tomorrow. Usually I wouldn't have that time off since I'm so busy helping out at the inn during the holidays, but I've already been given permission to take tomorrow off. I've been given the time off because Yu-kun is coming back to spend time here in Inaba. Yu Narukami. He's a precious friend who transferred to Yasugami High here in Inaba last spring. Precious friend? We were dating. Come on. See what I mean? This would be like so cool. It's like if there was some way for like your Persona 4 data to like Atlas, where's that HD collection? He had to transfer back to a school in the city because his parents returned from their jobs overseas, but I finally get to see him again after 2 months. Just thinking about that news puts a smile on my face. People may think that I'm overreacting over just 2 months, but it still makes me smile. I mean, the year spent with Yukun was quite a special year for us. I'm sure that no one would believe me if I told them, but we got dragged into a serious case that occurred in this town last year, and we solved it. No! We were dating! Dating! I maxed out your social link. Ring any bells? The one who led the team we created, then the investigation team, was Yukun. Most of us who were in the investigation team are going to meet up for his return tomorrow. I'm already excited about it. That's when an acrid burning smell stings my nose.
Oh, right. I was grilling the fish.
Oh, shit. I hurriedly flipped the sea brim I left on the grill. It's still good, right? No. No. Yeah, it still looks good. Okay, you eat it. I think it'll be fine. Maybe. When I look inside the pot, a lot of the water is gone, but the ingredients I put in there to boil look soft, so it should be okay. It's probably time to turn the stove off, though. I finished the final touches, and I can finally take a breather.
I hope everyone likes this.
The hell did she make? It's been a while since everyone in the investigation team got together, so I want to make it a little more like a celebration. That's why I began making this boxed lunch for all of us, but it was a lot more food to prepare than I expected. I have a new respect for our cooks. The number of guests we get here every day is way more than the amount of people I'm cooking for. They have to make a lot more food than I just did. I grabbed the largest tiered lacquerware box we have and struggled to cram all the food into it.
They say the presentation of the food is important, but I think taste should be a cook's priority.
Both. Yukiko, it's both. Most of the time, if it looks good, it'll taste good. But there are very few incidences where it looks good and it tastes like shit. So.
The boys will eat a lot. I'm sure Chie will too. I definitely shouldn't skimp. There. All done.
Flowers! An email? Who could it be from? I opened my cell and noticed a familiar name being displayed.
Oh, it's Chie. I wonder if she forgot where we're meeting up tomorrow.
Chie Satanaka. She's been my best friend ever since I was little. She's also a member of the investigation team. We went through many things together as a result of last year's events, and now we're even closer than before. The email I received was a confirmation of our meeting place. That Chie, she must have gotten so excited over hearing that we were meeting up that she didn't bother paying attention to anything past that point. That's so Chie. But there was more to her email.
What? The Midnight Channel is on the air again.
Dear God! The Midnight Channel. At midnight on a rainy night, if you look at a TV that's turned off, you'll see your soulmate. That was the urban legend that was spread like wildfire in this town last year. At first, I obviously thought it was just a rumor. But I was wrong. It wasn't some superstition. There actually was something to the rumor. When we tested it out for ourselves, we really saw an image appear on the TV, even though it was turned off. But it wasn't actually your soulmate. The person that appeared on the TV was a victim. This is why the investigation team was formed. I'm trying to figure... Wait, what? Oh, okay. The phenomenon was closely tied to the incident that we resolved. In a nutshell, it was a series of murders. A few people died, and it was all over the TV news. That alone is already a serious case, but we discovered something even more shocking about it. There is a world inside TVs. Personas and shadows. We encountered so many unbelievable things that there's no way I could explain all of it. But everyone in the investigation team desperately did their best, and we managed to take care of everything. Even the Midnight Channel was shut down. So it's pretty strange that it's on again all of a sudden. It seems Chie hasn't seen it in person yet, judging by her email. She just said, "Let's watch the Midnight Channel tonight." I glance out the small window in the kitchen. Today's forecast is rain. The perfect weather for checking the Midnight Channel.
But that's not possible.
Words of denial tumble from my mouth. It's not that I don't believe Chie. It's just that I'm really, really hoping that it's not true. If the Midnight Channel is broadcasting again, are we going to see another series of murders? These worries begin gnawing away at my stomach. Standing up against my own shadow that had gone berserk, and all the bonds that I've formed and strengthened with everybody in the investigation team are important memories of mine. But this wouldn't be something different. Even as I send off a reply to Chie, my emotions are still running wild. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, there you are. Someone's on the phone for you, Yuki-chan.
I'm so on edge that when Kasai-san speaks up, I jump a little. I feel like a fool. I'm all worked up over the mere possibility that something's going to happen again. I calm myself down and smile at Kasai-san. Though this is kind of odd.
Huh? For me? Who could it be at this hour?
He said he was Kujikawa-san's manager and he wanted to ask you something.
Rise Kujikawa. She's an underclassman that goes to the same high school. She's also a member of the investigation team, but she's also a famous idol and TV personality. Rise had taken a break from her job during the case, but she had been making preparations since this spring to get back into show business. She's been super busy recently. I have no idea why our manager would be calling me, though. Kasai-san jokes that they're trying to recruit me and hands the receiver to me. She ducks back through the split curtain. This isn't helping that uneasy feeling I was having earlier. I take a deep breath and put my ear to the receiver.
Hello, this is Yukiko Amagi.
Oh, I'm sorry to call so late. My name is Inoue. I'm Rise Kujikawa's manager.
Yes, that's what I was told. How can I help you?
Well, you see, I can't reach Kujikawa. I was hoping you might know where she is.
Huh?
They don't know where Rise-chan is? Apparently she won't answer her cell and isn't at her grandmother's place, nor at her parents' home in the city. Her exhausted manager told me he was at such a loss that out of desperation he looked up our inn's number and called me, since he knew that we were friends. I feel really bad for the poor guy, but...
I'm sorry, I don't know.
The manager on the other side of the phone replies with a downcast, "I see." After he apologizes for calling me out of the blue like this, he ends the phone call, but not before asking me to keep Rise's disappearance under wraps. Even setting aside work, he must be worried sick about her. At least, that's what he sounded like to me. The world of showbiz is pretty tough. This must be especially rough for, the Inoue-san, because Rise-chan also went missing last year when she took her break, so the fact that she's done this before must have him even more nervous. However, the only reason I was able to become acquainted with her was because of what happened.
Don't tell me.
The airing of the Midnight Channel again? Rise-chan suddenly disappearing? My mind is swirling miasma of depressing ideas and worst-case scenarios. Could Rise-chan have gotten dropped into a TV again? I know that my tendency to immediately gravitate to the worst possibilities is a bad habit of mine, but I just can't stop myself. I open my cell and bring up my list of most called contacts. But my finger stops when I see the name Yu Narakami on the display.
No, I can't go running to him with everything. There's no proof that it's happening again anyway. I shouldn't make him worry.
Once again, I was your boyfriend. You can call me anytime you want, Yukiko. There isn't any reason to be concerned about anything yet. Yu-kun will be returning here soon enough anyway. After being away for so long, I want to welcome him with joy, not with unnecessary burdens. There's a reasonable explanation for everything, so far. I need to keep my wild thoughts to myself until I have some real confirmation.
Risa-chan's number is...
I look for Rizi-chan's number on my cell and then press the call button. 1 ring, 2 rings, 3 rings. No response. With each unheeded ring, my anxiety grows. Why isn't she picking up? Maybe she's in an area with bad reception. Yeah, like inside the TV. Or maybe she's in a dangerous situation where she can't pick up. No, I have to stop thinking like that. Or maybe she is because she got thrown into the TV.
Maybe I should call Yosuke-kun.
I press the button to end the call as if trying to similarly end all my worries, and I began looking up another number. Yosuke Hanamura. He's another classmate and a member of the investigation team, and also apparently Yukun's partner. I love it how she says it like that, because it's like Yukiko was my girlfriend when I played Persona 4. So, and it's like just him saying it's like apparently he's his partner, and it's like relationships? Oh my god. It sounds so like it. It's kind of funny. At first, I thought that Yosuke-kun was just calling himself that, but it seems like Yu-kun feels the same way. I'm so sorry, Yukiko. Considering that he gets along with everyone pretty well and he's got more friends than I do, he might know something about Rize-chan. Since he's probably the best choice to go to as long as I don't have any real information, I call up Yosuke-kun on my cell. This time, the call connects immediately. Yosuke must have answered his phone without even thinking about it. I feel a little relieved and speak up.
Yosuke-kun? Good evening. This is Yukiko. I got an email from Chie a moment ago.
Yeah, she told me too. About the Midnight Channel coming back, right? Sheesh. I bet she was half asleep when she emailed you.
Hearing Yosuke-kun's cheerful voice takes a bit more of my worries away. I make sure to choose my words carefully to try and not make things sound too serious and relay what I heard about Rize-chan from her manager.
Actually, I just received a phone call about Rize-chan disappearing. Well, not literally disappearing, but anyway, it seems her people can't get in touch with her.
Really? She didn't mention any problems she was having to you, right?
No, I think she would have told us if anything was troubling her. She was busy, but happy to be working.
Right. And now rumors of the Midnight Channel coming back.
Yeah.
I gradually tell Yosuke-kun all my fears. I promised him that I wouldn't tell anyone, but I figured that the investigation team needs to know things like this. After all, Rize-chan has been through things with us that I'm sure she would have kept secret from her manager. After we talked about Rize-chan's disappearance, a slightly awkward silence falls upon the conversation. Has Yosuke-kun come to the same conclusion as I have? But Yosuke-kun breaks the silence after a quick moment, and he responds back in a serious yet cheerful manner.
Well, let's not get carried away. First, we need to see if the Midnight Channel's really back. There's no use worrying over things we don't know are happening. It's always important to be sure first, right?
It's times like these that I once again realize that my friends on the investigation team are wonderful. Yu-kun, who is calm and decisive, Yosuke-kun, who is always a source of good cheer, and it's not just the two of them. Everyone's personalities on the team complement each other, and because of this, we were able to overcome all the inconceivable obstacles that we faced.
You're right. Thank you, Yosuke-kun.
I thank Yosuke-kun and hang up. There's no use in getting flustered. First, we need to confirm the current situation, and then think of a plan based on what we learned. This feels nostalgic. A smile forms on my lips as my worries subside a bit. The lessons learned from last year are helping me now. The Midnight Channel airs at midnight. I've got a lot of time to kill until then. Oh, I know! I have to clean up the kitchen. I don't want to leave a mess for our cooks when they arrive in the morning. Woo! 20 minutes in! Yay, dialogue. After I finish cleaning up after myself, I take a bath and I return to my room. I look at the clock, but it's still not even close to midnight.
There's still time.
I try reading a book, but nothing is sticking with me. It even feels like time is moving slower. I just want midnight to hurry up and get here.
It's all right. I'm sure things will be fine. Nothing will happen.
See, I never tell that to myself. I never tell myself that nothing will happen. I'm always open to the possibility of something crazy about to happen.
They are
Friends, yet powerful foes. Welcome to the Grand Prix.
amongst high school students. A new legend is about to start. Nobody touches his precious Nanako, the sister complex kingpin of steel.
You know coming.
It's only natural.
Wage slave in the boonies by day, hero by night. Captain Resentimo, Yosuke Hanamura.
Everything that bores me has got to go.
A spunky dragon with deadly legs. The carnivore whose discarded womanhood.
Chie Satonaka.
You need to eat more meat!
Please escort me to the ring, my prince. The unconquerable Snow Black.
Yukiko Amagi.
I'll finish you in one strike!
Blooming roses and bulging muzzles. The blood-curdling beefcake emperor,
Kanji Tatsumi.
Deep into realms of romance. The body of a child, the brain of a genius. The 2000 IQ killjoy detective, Naoto Shirogane.
Is this an army of idiots?
Naoto is the only one that hasn't really shown up in everybody's scenario. The only Yosuke is the only one where Naoto showed up.
Where fierce fights will be fought.
And he's like, where have you been? And she's like, oh. And we won't know until her story. Not something that we're used to seeing. About 20 times. Oh wow, what a time skip. I sit in the Junes food court with the big box lunch I made yesterday and a heavy heart. Until yesterday evening, my only concerns for today were cooking enough food for everyone and worrying about whether Junes would be too crowded. A lot has changed in those few hours. So instead of coming here early to reserve space for my friends, now I'm here even earlier because I'm worried about the events of the last night. On a side note, sitting here right now makes me realize that there are a lot more people in this town than I ever imagined. And with that many people, quite a few of them probably saw the Midnight Channel broadcast last night.
Why is this happening?
I know that I'm not going to get an answer to that question, but I can't help but mutter it to myself as I sit and wait. This is the first time a group of us have appeared on the Midnight Channel. Chie and some of the others were on it last night, but this was my first time seeing myself on it in person. No matter how hard I try to deny it, there's no doubt that it was me. They even gave me a ridiculous title, the Unconquerable Snow Black. What's that even supposed to mean? Everyone else got nonsensical names too, but it was no laughing matter. Actually, I can't even remember what my friends were called. The only thing that registered was that all of them were pretty awkward. I was too stunned to catch anything more than that. When Chie called me afterwards, I finally came to my senses. The situation just seems to be more serious than I had imagined earlier. Especially considering that Rise-chan isn't the only one that we haven't been able to get a hold of.
Yukiko, you're early!
Good morning, Chie. I couldn't stop thinking about things, so I wrapped up my shift at the inn early and came here.
Just as my thoughts were getting gloomy again, Chie's cheerful voice is there to snap me out of my funk. I look up to see my best friend Chie waving at me. Yeah, I shouldn't keep dwelling on these bad thoughts. It'll all be okay. I'm sure we'll be able to handle this. I reassure myself and show Chie that what I brought.
I actually made a boxed lunch for everyone. Let's eat it together later.
Wow, a boxed lunch? You made it?
I shrug and give a worried smile at Chie's reaction.
Don't worry, I made sure to taste test it first so it won't be like last year.
Are you sure? Because before you weren't even sure if the fish was good or not.
I think.
Well, you've got a point. We don't want people to keep calling us poison chefs, do we?
But you didn't make any of it, Chie.
Ooh, that does smell really good. Oh man, I can't wait to try it.
Hearing Chie's delighted voice even makes me happy. I wonder if everyone will be as excited about my food as Chie is. Just as I'm thinking about how to bring it up to everyone, I hear a familiar cheerful voice from behind.
Hey there, sorry I'm late. I ran into this guy at the elevator.
Good to see you guys again.
Welcome back! We missed you. The guest of honor's finally here. You're looking well.
Welcome back. Should we...
It's Yosuke-kun and Yu-kun. Chie bounds off happy as can be, but I'm a little lost in my emotions. I wonder how much Yu-kun knows about what happened yesterday. Yosuke-kun is the first to notice what I'm getting at and casually transitions into the subject.
Huh? Oh, he already knows about the Midnight Channel thing. He's actually the one who called me up about it.
Oh, I see. This has turned into a pretty thrown-together reunion, hasn't it? But I'm glad you came.
Yu-kun smiles at my words. His kind smile and calm demeanor, Yu-kun hasn't changed at all. I'm happy, but there's definitely a sadder side to this reunion. I wish this could just be a fun gathering with us all reuniting like normal people. My thoughts are interrupted by an exaggerated cough. It's Yosuke-kun. Apparently, he was waiting for us to all sit down. After grabbing our attention, Yosuke-kun begins to speak.
Well, it sucks that we can't hang out more before jumping into another mystery, but to celebrate our partner's return, I hereby reinstate the investigation team in response to the Midnight Channel going back on the air last night.
Oh, the team is back! Just hearing that name again gets me all fired up. Yeah, let's do this!
I don't think the applause is necessary.
Yosuke-kun sarcastically teases us for applauding, but after glancing around at everyone, I'm sure we all felt that it was appropriate. I mean, there's no reason for any of us to turn that down. We have friends missing, and there's something causing trouble. Of course, we're going to help out and get to the bottom of this. After confirming that everyone's on board, Yosuke-kun continues on. Our reunion is now a full-fledged tactical meeting of the investigation team.
Well, let's get cracking. I mean, this is no laughing matter. No one's heard from Teddy, Kanji, or Rise. Just those three, right?
Yeah. Oh, I got a hold of Naoto-kun, but I didn't tell her about this stuff. She told me she couldn't make it today because of her job, so I didn't want to worry her.
She seemed pretty bummed that she couldn't be here too.
That's 3 of our friends who are mysteriously absent. Hearing it from Chie was one thing, but talking about it in a meeting like this and not seeing faces that should be here makes it all hit home. Even though there's no need to worry about Naoto-kun, what could be so important that she can't be here? I bet you anything she's working with Mitsuru, Akihiko, and Ayas. Since Naoto-kun is such a skilled detective, it would be much more reassuring if she was here, but bringing that up to the group won't help now. I need to focus on what all of us who are here can do.
One thing's been bothering me. The picture on the TV was very clear last night.
Yeah. Going by the pattern from last year, it wouldn't be that clear until after the victim entered the TV.
Hey, isn't this the first time a big group of people was shown together? Plus, we're still here.
Why us anyway? And what's up with those insulting descriptions?
I can understand Chie's anger. From what she told me, she tried talking to some girls who were chatting about the Midnight Channel, but they ran away from her. Definitely because they saw the Midnight Channel. I hated hearing the whispers of scoring princess under people's breaths after the Midnight Channel aired last year, so I could empathize with Chie's feelings. But I feel a little better about it this time. Back then, I didn't see the broadcast for myself, so I didn't know what I looked like. Of course, I still hate that I was on it again, and it's still really embarrassing.
What bothers me most is Teddy. He was acting like the host of that show.
Yeah, we can't find him.
This smells fishy.
Or steak.
Then again, I doubt he would play a prank like this for no reason.
I guess we'll just have to go inside the TV and find out what's going on.
Yosuke-kun has a point. In order to investigate the reappearance of the Midnight Channel, it would be fastest just to go inside the TV. But
won't we be stuck in there without Teddy to give us an exit?
Exactly. We can enter TVs because we are Persona users, but without Teddy preparing a TV inside the TV world for us to exit through, we'd be trapped there. Oh my god, that sentence sounds so weird when you read it. Yosuke-kun laughs proudly in response to our shared worry.
Not so. I've had Teddy keep the exit TV out on that side.
Look at you, all prepared.
I mean, think about it. What if we were half asleep and fell into a TV when Teddy wasn't over there? Isn't that a scary thought?
Like anyone would be that clumsy.
Anyway, it sounds like it's safe for us to go investigate then.
Yeah, there's no doubt that something's going on in there. Is everyone ready?
We're all good to go. To tell the truth, I had a hunch that this was going to happen.
Everyone nods at Yosuke-kun's words. Oh, I forgot to mention the food I made. What should I do? Should I bring it up after we go inside the TV? Well, we're in the middle of a serious situation now, so this is definitely not the time for a boxed lunch. I'll bring it up afterwards. We'll all eat a great meal together after the case has been solved. It'll be the perfect motivation for us to solve the case. As I work on my resolve, Chie suddenly taps my forehead.
Yukiko, it'll be alright. You don't need to scrunch up your face.
Was I doing that?
Yeah, you're gonna give yourself wrinkles.
I'll be more careful.
Don't worry, things are different from the way they were last year. We're old pros at this.
Chie knows that I'm apprehensive, so she's trying to make me smile. But she's right, I shouldn't get myself too worked up. I smile in response to my best friend's thoughtfulness. And then we're off, following Yu-kun and Yosuke-kun. Text, the game. Cutscene, the game.
It's a holiday, so the store's full of people.
I feel like things are picking up around town.
It's time to go.
Hello, all the models are on sale right now.
You know, it's been a while since last time.
I'm a little nervous.
people in this aisle!
Hey, get ready! The customers are going away!
Let's go!
Yeah!
Isn't this different from usual? Oh no! What do we do?
What can we do? We can't stop now!
And no one ate dinner that night. Whew.